President Joe Biden made a decision to allow Ukraine to deliver a deeper punch against Russia. For months, such a move was ruled out over fears of escalating the conflict. A Kremlin spokesman says Washington's decision is adding fuel to the fire, and this is all happening as the Trump administration prepares to take over. White House Correspondent Owen Jensen reports. Owen.
Tracy, the U.S. is easing on what Ukraine can strike with its ATACMs, which stands for American-Made Army Tactical Missile System. They have a range of about 190 miles.
At the G20 summit in Brazil, President Joe Biden, speaking at his last G20 summit, tells other world leaders,
the United States strongly supports Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Everyone around this table, in my view, should as well.
Biden's comments coming the day after reports that he had quietly eased restrictions on ATACMs. The decision authorizing Ukraine to use U.S.-supplied missiles to strike deeper inside Russia by easing limitations on longer-range weapons comes as Russia deploys thousands of North Korean troops to reinforce its war. The U.S. State Department spokesperson today addressed the new policy shift.
I'm not going to speak to or confirm any policy changes. But when you look at escalation of this conflict, it has been Russia that has escalated the conflict time and time again.
This comes as Russia launches more deadly missile attacks, conducting a devastating aerial campaign against Ukrainian civilians, killing and injuring scores of people. And tomorrow, marking 1,000 days since Russia invaded back in early 2022. The war shows no signs of ending.
The Vatican Secretary of State, Cardinal Pietro Parolin, said, quote, discussing the Ukraine war, quote, "This war risks dragging us into a nuclear confrontation, a descent into the abyss." He just said that. What's the State Department's reaction to that statement by the Cardinal?
That we want to see the war end in a way that provides a just and lasting peace for Ukraine.
Russian President Vladimir Putin warned in June that Moscow could provide longer-range weapons to others to strike Western targets if NATO allowed Ukraine to use its weapons to attack Russian territory. Putin also reaffirmed Russia's readiness to use nuclear weapons if it sees a threat to its sovereignty.
By the way, Putin is the G20 summit's most notable absentee. That's because there's an arrest warrant out for him. Meanwhile, President Biden will attend the summit again tomorrow, and then he returns back home here to the U.S. At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.